how to start an online business and make money. Now, you all can do it. You just haven't been trained how. So how many of you right now, put it in the comments, want to make at least 100,000? And the reason you need 100,000 is you're going to live on a bunch of it. You're going to need to hire some team, because what it takes to run any company is marketing, sales, cash flow, fulfillment, like deliver the thing you said you're going to create, solve. Then you have to do operations. You have to do technology. There are so many things that it takes to run a company. It's not all going to be you. So what are you really good at? Let's get to 6 figures so you have enough money extra to hire the team and get the corporate structure right. The things I want to talk about specifically is, how do you use your innate talents? How do you use what you have? You all have it as here. You just haven't been trained to be an entrepreneur. You've been trained to be an employee and been trained to get a paycheck every 2 weeks instead of you generate your own money. Second thing I want to talk about is living in corporate life. It is absolutely required if you're going to continue to make money and not pay taxes, and then keep the money from the taxes to buy investments. See, a lot of you make, spend, make, spend, make, spend. Your lifestyle looks fabulous, but you're asset broke. And that is the wrong way, and not even a way to become a millionaire. The last thing I want to talk about is how immediate action, like right now, ready, go, instead of ready, set, this big elaborate plan goes on forever and you do nothing. So how many of you, again, put it in the comments, have a plan that you've been working on for years, but you haven't moved it into action? So the first thing I'm going to do is give you a gift. In the description below is the Millionaire Intensive. We do it once a month now. It's an 8-hour event. You don't have to stay the whole time, but here's why you should. 3 of the 8 hours is a marketplace for you to sell your stuff, for you to make money. Easy peasy, you could make money online. And it teaches you how to live corporate life. It teaches you how to ramp up your marketing. It teaches you the software that you should be using for your online machine. So that intensive is critical that you are there. If you absolutely can't come, then just call our office and say, I can't come. It's not my thing. I got a job. I'm trying to leave, whatever your story is, and ask for a recording. So there's a small fee for the VIP recording, and we can just send you a 60-minute thing, which is just like a little snapshot. Not enough if you really want the answers. So let's begin. Your innate skills and talents. What are you good at? I've always been a leader, a natural leader, teacher. Speech and debate, you can imagine, were my favorite things to do, because I love to talk and I love to debate, especially when I'm right and they're wrong, and it's really fun to do that. So you all have about 2 or 3, maybe 4 innate skills. What are they? What are you really good at? I developed the skill of marketing, and I developed selling, because no one teaches you how to sell. And even when you go to school, I don't care how many years you go to school for, there's no sales class you're going to take that's going to teach you how to sell the way I'm going to teach you. And I'm going to teach you in less than 30 minutes on that intensive how to sell using an ask, tell, ask model. There's a skill set analyzer also in the description below. Go take it. It comes from my Cash Machine book. What are you good at? What do you know how to do? And the thing I love the most, that's the fastest, which we'll talk about immediate action in a moment, is your ability to just trade time, right? So you could drop me in any country of the world, any language, Google Translate or any other translate tool, and I would trade time if I had no money. Now, is it the ideal business model? No, that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about immediate action to make immediate money. So when someone has a problem and I know I can solve it, why wouldn't I charge them $1,000, $500, $100, depending on how much time they wanted? Then I would do that. And out of that's going to become a pattern, which then you could start coaching and consulting. All of you can do this. I mean, if you're good at cooking, share your recipes, do an online cooking show through your YouTube channel. A lot of you are good at a lot of things. You just haven't decided you want to monetize it. So which brings me to the next point, corporate structure. When you make money, you don't get a lot of legal deductions. And even if you operate as a sole proprietor, you're getting about 13 to maybe 30 deductions. It just doesn't work. Companies are designed to make money. So in America, it's a C Corp, an S Corp, an LLC, or limited partner. They are designed to have a deduction schedule from the IRS at 81,000 pages of code. That means there's 81,000 pages of things that you can deduct against. Your phone, your car, your home office, your intellectual property, your wardrobe. Jewelry is part of my wardrobe. Your healthcare plan, your officer and director benefits, you name it, it's deductible. Personally, I only pay for about 6 to 8 things because I truly live corporate life. I'm going to teach you to live corporate life. So that means you're going to keep the money in your family, pay what you want to pay and need to pay through the company, because the company has a legal right to do it. A trust does not. A lot of you think, well, I'm just going to have a trust and it's going to work. No, trusts don't have the deduction schedule. schedules. So you have to be corporate structure. The company makes money, you get taxed. You're going to be a tiny little employee of one of those companies. So when you apply for loans and things like that, I know a lot of you that are high income earners or just normal income earners say, yeah, but I won't qualify for a loan. Yes, you will. I can qualify for any loans. In fact, living corporate life allows you to have more sources of credit. There's you, say you have one LC, one S Corp, and one C Corp. Now you have 4 lines of credit, 4 abilities to make more money, 4 abilities to do deductions, and truly live corporate life. But if you're just going to be one of those online people who make money and then pay a lot of taxes and then spend it, you have nothing left, which means you're going to overpay taxes and you have no money to put away for later years in life. So that means you're going to work to the day you die. Not a good plan, in my opinion. So before I go to the last point, which is immediate action, I need you to subscribe to the channel. Be here every day. I'm here 5 days a week. I also have a podcast that comes out every Friday. So just consume the content and really know it. I have some great journals. You can grab one, the link below, where it actually says, what video are you watching? What day did you watch it? What's the topic? What did you learn? What are you going to do? And you can start documenting this great plan for you and your family. Now, immediate action is what I'm known for. If you gave me 10 minutes to make money, I'd do it in 2. If you gave me a day to make money, I'd make a lot. I could easily make 5 figures, probably 6 figures if you gave me a day to do it. My greatest success record was with Harv Eker. He and I, in less than 90 minutes, did $985,000 in, I think, 89 minutes. I mean, it was that easy. You say, yeah, but you're trained. I was highly trained. So mentoring and coaching is part of this journey. If you're going to be in business, whether it's online business, offline business, and you want to be a good investor and you want to pay less tax, good luck learning it. I know I'm the only comprehensive channel out here that talks about all of it. There's a lot of great channels who talk about parts of it, right? A lot of you watch Grant Cardone, so watch Grant and watch me. Grant's real skill set is selling. Right? If you really look at his sales system as what he's known for, right? And of course, he's got his capital funds and things like that, but not going to teach you how to do his capital fund. He wants you to invest in his capital fund. I'm going to teach you how to own your own fund. So it depends on how you want to roll, how you want to play. There's a handful of us that are in the same principles and philosophies. We all kind of were born and bred out of the Rich Dad, Poor Dad brand, Keith Cunningham brand, Bob Proctor brands. But if you're listening to us and then Dave Ramsey and Susie Orman, it doesn't work. You listen to my channel and then listen to them, you're going to be confused because you're going to say, well, they say don't start a business. You say start one. Well, again, is your goal this, or is your goal to just live in a safe little box with no debt and have no growth? And you sure aren't going to make any money online and become wealthy. So immediate action is like today, right now. So what does that mean for you? It means pick the easy thing. Whatever you can do today. If you're a teacher, be a tutor. If you're a good caterer, do some food prep, do some food chef work. If you have a truck and you want to haul stuff away, go do that. There are so many things you can do to make money. So get to the playing field making money, because that gives you the confidence to stay in the game, to keep planning for bigger money. There's a whole body of people, I'm going to say, in the transformational woo-woo world who want you to plan forever and ever and ever and ever, and then do your passion. Well, maybe your passion is something, or an invention, or a new total different thing that's going to cost more capital to get started. So why wait? Start now, get some immediate money, and then keep refining as you grow, which means you're going to have somebody who's walked the path before you, will meet you where you are, take you where you want to go, which is what we do here in our community. We're here 5 days a week. Make sure you're here listening, sharing with your family, and we'll be back tomorrow to talk about more.